What up, Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmi Pynk, and who gets a standing ovation for somebody dying with their dick in your mouth?
The ashtray right there. I'm about to smoke something in this motherfucker. That's crazy. I see that. I can still hear it in the beginning. That's why. Hey yo, I've been pimpin' since been pimpin'. Reinvention, I'm blasphemous to a new religion.
So, thank you for joining me again. This is episode 4 of season 1 of the Deuce. It is also, well, by the time you guys get it, it will be day 2 of the Hunt for Pynk October, which is where I'm doing a video every day, dressed in pink, for 31 days to raise money for breast cancer awareness. So before we get into the review, until I can get the link properly set up, if you become my patron on Patreon, and it starts as low as $1, and even if you only do it for a month, all patron donations will go to the Susan G. Komen for the cure of Northeast Ohio, and that'll be the payment that will come out November 1st. Now that we've got all that taken care of, let's get up in this gig, honey. Listen. I know I said last episode I was not moved. This episode I really enjoyed, even though I have some of the same issues I had last week. Okay, so starting off, I want to talk about Abby and Darlene. The reason I want to talk about this is because y'all know how I feel about Abby. This is the first time I actually called her Abby on the goddamn review. Because I was live tweeting a little bit, and somebody said something, and I said, you know what? God damn it. That's exactly how I feel. And they said, I love every woman on this show, even the extras, but Abby is just meh. And she should have had TJ Miller's part in the Emoji Movie because she is just meh. But I will give the girl her props. She playing a 20-year-old and a bitch like my age. Bitch, do it. And I do like her as an actress. Like I said, she was the real Emily Thorne on Revenge. She was in Adventureland. Is it Adventureland? Yeah, like, she a decent actress, but her part, like, do something with this girl's part. I did get, well, let me go back to Abby and Darlene since that's what I said I was going to talk about. I know Abby means well, and she has, like, this thing with Darlene, okay? And I told you before last week that I didn't like the way that Larry Brown was looking, and I thought it was because he was going to try to recruit Abby. But now what I think it is he know that Abby can move her. Abby can move Darlene. So Darlene is like all in the books and she's reading and stuff. And we're in the bar. She locks herself in the bathroom all night to read a book. Well, it's a fight. Abby gets locked in the bathroom. And she's like, I don't understand why you do this. Like, don't you have any family? And she's like, well, I have an aunt in North Carolina. I want to talk about the book that she gave her because she bought her a ticket. Which, bitch, you just got on your feet. I don't know how you buy somebody a ticket. But I see, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Quit trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. Do your job. But she gets her this book, My Travels with My Aunt. And the actual book that she gave her is actually about an ex-prostitute. And then, like, she goes on and does, like, all these other things kind of in a Forrest Gump-ish style. And, hey, I know I shouldn't be saying this, but Zach Morris timeout. Hey, Curb Your Enthusiasm is on, right? And I just seen Julie Goldman. Do y'all watch Hot Tea on Hey Queen? You better get you some parts, Julie Goldman. Work out, bitch. Okay, Zach Morris, timeout. Time back in. But she gives her this ticket inside the book, and Larry Brown is immediately like, bitch, come here. She gonna get caught with that ticket, and I'm scared for Darlene. I also want to talk about how y'all finally let Darlene's hair look like something. She looked so much better on this episode than she has in any other episode so far. And I was very happy about that. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried that I told you, I think if Darlene is not Larry's bottom bitch, he do got a special spot for her. And I really honestly think, here's my prediction on this. We worried Abby is going to get Darlene hurt. No, Darlene is going to be like, she gave me the book, the ticket was in it. Yeah, I did tell her about my aunt, but I told her I wasn't going home. And I'm scared Larry is going to do something to Abby. Or be like, oh, you going to take one of my hoes, but you hoe for me now, or something. I don't like how that's going to go down. Also, I guess Abby is going to be Vince's love interest, and I'm kind of not here for that. Like, I understand once you are an adult, everything is everything, but I'm not feeling her only supposed to be like 20 years old, working for this man in this job where she wearing a leotard and fishnets that she really didn't want to do, and then you fucking him, and I just assume that he is a bit older than she is. I mean, he was married with kids, so I don't see it being like no small age difference. I see him and Frankie being about 36 at the youngest. Speaking of Frankie, can we talk about Black Frankie? First of all, and I shouldn't even say shit because as a black person, I can speak for the whole black delegation by saying we will name somebody by your color or what you got on 0 to 100 real fucking quick. Real fucking quick. So when he was like, oh, is it alright if we call you Black Frankie? I was like, ugh. But if you know any, look, I'm going to teach y'all some ghetto hood 101. If you know the one white person in the neighborhood and his name just happened to be the name of somebody else in the neighborhood, so if it's Mike, oh, it's white Mike. It's white Chris. So I can't really be mad at it. But I just was like, damn, you couldn't even ask me if he had another name. But Black Frankie, I guess, was in the war with Big Mike. And now he tries to spy. Mobster dude tries to tell Vince he needs to go buy a gun. So Big Mike sends him to this dude. And now we going to get Black Frankie, so he going to be a bouncer at the bar too. So I'm here for Black Frankie though. I don't know what it is, but his vibe, like, and then like when the dude came in and he was like, oh, I feel like I'm going to have to shoot somebody all motherfucking ready. I was just like, I like Black Frankie. I'm here for Black Frankie. I wanted some more Big Mike because we just got Big Mike last week and we still don't know shit about Big Mike, and we're introducing another character. Then there's another character that got introduced. Let me talk about that. So bartender dude that worked at the gay bar is gay. Surprise, surprise. But I think that he wasn't really trying to put that out there with Vince, you know. But then he was there with somebody that's a lawyer, probably a district attorney. And he was there with him, so he has like a gay boyfriend that really don't appreciate him. So now there's that. They threw me for a loop on this episode, and I'll tell you why. I thought this was going to be the gay episode. Now, it kind of was. But let me break this down for you, because I know I got a lot of gays that watch my channel, you know, that watch my channel. I do have a problem with, like, yes, there needs to be representation, but it don't always have to be a gay storyline. And I feel like you got enough characters that we've already met and introduced that we didn't need the gay bartender storyline. Like, we don't need that shit. We don't need it. And it's predictable. Because what's going to happen is this man already was talking about he was a prosecutor and shit like that. You know the mafia is trying to move in and do some shit that got to do with, like, public office. Some kind of way, that gay dude is going to get exposed through the bartender. And either the mobsters or they're going to force Vince to shake him down and get that information from that dude, or they're going to blackmail him or something. I see it coming. It's predictable. I do want to say, another reason why I thought this was going to be a gay episode, and it kind of was, is because they brought up Stonewall. That kind of... Are we going to talk about here for it. I don't want to let y'all know too much. But the movie is coming in either Netflix or Hulu. And then there's the Marsha P. Johnson. For those of y'all who don't know, that is the drag queen that initially started. I apologize. I think she's a drag queen. She may just be transgender. But she was the one that started the Stonewall riot. She was the first one to really do something through the window. Her documentary is coming out at the end of this week. So one of the shows I was going to do towards the end of the week is I am going to compare the two, where, fact and fiction. So I found it very interesting that they also brought up Stonewall in this. I'm like, oh, cool. That's like something else that, I can bring into that. But then you have like this lesbian storyline that if we were going to go with one or the other, at least these are a couple of the prostitutes and we've already kind of been introduced to them. So if you just had to do a gay storyline, I'm cool with that one, because the reality of it is a lot of prostitutes, strippers, sex workers, porn stars are lesbians. And that's why they're able to separate their feelings and do these sex acts with men, because that don't mean shit to them. That's whatever. But who they love and who they want to sleep with is women. And that is something that is very common among sex workers. So I was more interested in seeing that storyline, if we got to have a gay storyline, than this bartender and this prosecutor. That the bartender we don't barely know, and the prosecutor we don't know at all. Okay. So what else? Zach Moore's timeout. I want to talk about how in the fuck y'all gonna make my Method Man the nasty motherfucker that's talking about fucking on periods. I don't mind a little ketchup on my hot dog. How dare you make Method Man the grimy motherfucker? First of all, that's an interesting little tidbit of information that we didn't need to know. That was an unnecessary part of the story. Like, they could have left that shit alone after we seen. Listen, what you do on your own private time is fine. Okay? There are some things that sexually, even as a pimp, that you don't fucking admit. Kevin Gates, don't tell nobody that you eat ass. If you do it, that's between you and your partner. Don't tell nobody you eat ass. Don't tell nobody you fuck girls on their period. It's fucking gross. It's a turnoff. Now, would I let somebody eat my booty? I have. The other thing ain't none of your goddamn business. But you don't advertise the shit. And I would think a pimp would fucking know better. And then the audacity of all the pimps that y'all have say that shit, you gonna make it my Method Man? My Method Man. Are you fucking kidding me? You don't do that to Johnny Blaze. You don't do that to Hot Nicks. Okay? You don't do that to METHOD, man. Motherfuckers. They didn't get my blood pressure up. Time back in. Vince's wife. This bitch. They did a good job of painting her as unsympathetic, because I can't stand this bitch either. Let me take that back. Well, she playing her part. I should say I can't stand her. Abby is still just meh. And a whore! Wait. Zach Moore's timeout. How many days do you think has gone past since 4 episodes? Because I'm feeling like, I know it's not an everyday thing, but I'm definitely thinking that it's like a week to week. It's not no big spread out storyline. I don't even think it's week to week, and I'll tell you why. Because when the cop was talking about, we just talked about last week, where like the 4 Deuce, the 4-1, like this whole area is a no-go zone. Don't arrest nobody over here. And then this cop just decided to play it. So it ain't been that much time passed. Let me take that back. I don't even know if it's been a week. It might have only been a couple days. This is only episode 4, and I done seen Abby fuck 3 people. In real life, that's called a hoe. You might as well start turning tricks. At least you'd make some money at it, because you're fucking everything that move anyway. You nasty bitch. Oh, she is a trollop. I just don't like her. Y'all better get her to have something to do with something real fucking soon, or get her to fuck off the show. I know I say that every episode. She had a little bit more to do today, and if she saved Darlene, I'm cool, but don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Time back in. I also want to talk about, we got a moment, which is what we were talking about at the very beginning. I want to talk about Maggie Gyllenhaal's character. We'll call her Candy, but her real name is obviously not Candy. And I wanted that last week. I said, I need more Maggie Gyllenhaal's character. I need more Candy. I need a little bit more. We got a little bit more. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but we did get a lot. And we got a little bit of into how she thinks. First of all, she tired of hoeing. And that's very apparent. She ran into a lot of bumps this episode. It was raining. She couldn't really get no tricks on the street, so she had to go do the thing where she was sucking dick in the movie theater. I couldn't see what happened. I thought I was going to be able to see it. Usually I review this again, but I watch it again before I review it, but I don't feel like doing that because I didn't take notes, so it's fresh. I don't know what the dude tried to do, stick a finger in her ass or try to finger her and he ain't paid for that. I don't know what, but she ran out and then somebody else tried to get on. And then, of course, she's sitting at the bar. She's looking defeated. Vince says, drink on the house. It look like you need it. And next thing you know, my boy is over here asking for a date. I don't want to say I almost seen that coming, but I did. This is what I thought was going to happen. And this is the problem when you review TV shows and shit and you watch shit this motherfucking closely, because you can start to predict shit that maybe other people wouldn't have seen. I knew the motherfucker was going to drop dead. I just thought it was going to happen before anything sexual happened. Because he was breathing way too hard coming up them steps and he was all big and fat, sweating. I was like, I thought he was going to drop dead right down the steps and she was just going to be like, I had it. Once I seen that she was sucking his dick, I knew he was going to die. Y'all, I swear to God, I knew he was going to die. But I thought it was going to be, I didn't think she was going to be sucking his dick and he was going to drop dead. I did not see that coming. I did see him dropping dead. This shakes her to the core. She goes to see Thunder Thighs, which I want more Thunder Thighs too, because I love her character. Thunder Thighs is like, well, I guess I'm retired for the night too. And then they're talking. And they're talking about this girl that we never heard of before. And she was just like, oh, suede jacket, you know. And she smelled like Gina Tay. First of all, I want to say thanks for dating me, because when I was a kid, I used to wear Gina Tay. It did smell good. Gina Tay was the shit. I know y'all ain't got that no more. Gina Tay was the shit. Mind you, I was born in 78, and by the time my mom probably let me start wearing Gina Tay, I probably was like 10. So it was still around. They don't make the shit no more. But I just know, and the reason why I wanted to wear it so bad is because my sister wore it. My sister was born in 70. So, just to let you know, that's a product that was around for a while. But the way they were talking about her, and why should she have it on that night, this is something I do like about the Deuce that they do. Even though there are some things that I find predictable. I do like the fact that they had this moment where they was talking about this other girl that hooked, and I never seen her without her suede. Why didn't she have it on that night? They never explicitly said she got killed. But we all know that's what happened to her, right? Like occupational hazard of being a hooker. We all know that's what happened. And that was a great moment. Like I said, this episode actually did move me. Final thing I'm going to wrap up because this is already running pretty long. I want to talk about the reporter, Angela Davis. I know that ain't her name. Miss Shonda. Shonda, right? Her name was Shonda. And the cop. I loved it. Like, she was out there trying to get her story with the hookers, and they came and did show and prove. You ain't got your papers. Get in the van. And she tried to walk off, and they was like, no. But the cop, which, honest to God, I think he wasn't the only cop to notice that too. Like, when you're working the same areas all the time, and you kind of get it used to, hookers is like strippers. Even when they ain't working, they look like they working. Okay? Strippers always dress like strippers. Hookers always dress like hookers. And, I mean, look how many times we have seen Maggie Gyllenhaal. Perfect example. She did that tonight. She was looking to go on a date with Luke Wheeler. Yes, that was Luke Wheeler from Nashville. You better get you another job, boo. And he went off, and she was trying to find all these nice outfits. She had like the nice button-up blouse. She had on the bra. And at the end of the day, she had on her halter top with no bra. And then after the date, just went, put on her hot pants and her hooker shoes and her wig and hit the streets. I didn't talk more about that, and then I'll get back to the writer. She's so fucked up in the head, Candy. She could never tell the difference. Like, she's so used to being a sexual object and objectified because that's her job. She's so used to that. She couldn't tell the guy was really interested in her, and I'm sure part of her was like, now how do this man seems to be nice and want to date me. How the fuck do I date him when I fuck people for a living? Finally, the writer, I feel like, yeah, more people knew that she wasn't really a hooker. They booked her anyway, and the cop thought she was trying to get on and came to get her for a date, and she was like, nope, nigga, we on a stakeout. I'm trying to get my article done. Bada boom, bada bing, you my end. Bum, bum, ba, bum, wah. Sorry, Mr. Officer, she wasn't interested in you like that. She just wanted you to help her stake out some hoes. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I want to remind you once again, the whole reason for the season, breast cancer awareness. If you would like to become my patron, even if it's just till after November 1st, so that we can raise money for breast cancer, you can click the P at the end of the video for patron. If you are not a pink lady or a T-bird, feel free to become one by subscribing by clicking the pink circle Sailor Jimmi there. And also hit that dumbass notification button so that you can see all of my videos this month and any other video that you may see. And check out another video. See if you like my channel. If you want to watch a couple videos before you subscribe, that's cool too. So I want to thank each and every one of y'all for rocking with me. I want to thank my patrons. As always, y'all give me life. I found out how much the program is. The green screen is real iffy. I think I'm going to have to buy the program. But we may have to get through this month first. Okay, so just bear with me. But thank you so much for watching. And y'all let me know what y'all thought about the Deuce, what y'all thought about this episode. And if y'all have some suggestions for other videos that I can do this month, the schedule is programmed, but it's not full. So if you have some suggestions, shoot them through. Thank you so much for watching. Deuces.
Kamehameha attackers blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from Rumble packed in with inspiration. In my beginning, God created a lyricist. Saga continues.